Alright guys, this video is dedicated to my good friend Omar. I know that together we can utilize these tips to finally gain the few centimeters we've always wanted on our calves. It might get tough and painful at times, but I know that together we can make it happen. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Looks like a lot of you really enjoyed the first video in this series on biceps, and the two most requested videos for me to make next were calves and triceps. But I already promised calves, so that's what we're gonna focus on today. However, if you guys really bring that passion level over 9,000 and drop comments and get those likes to over 4,000, I'd be willing to do chest next. So leave your comments below and let's get started. Now, just like with biceps, our goal with this workout is to stretch the fascia around the calves to allow more calves growth over time. So expect to feel a massive pump and the deep muscle burn that comes with pushing your limits. Also, this is something you want to do at the end of your workout. So for example, if you're training glutes, quads, and calves today, this workout would be performed after training glutes and quads. Exercise 1 is going to be the seated calf raise. You're doing 4 sets of 12 to 15 repetitions. Now, the goal here is to obtain a massive, almost supernatural pump. I mean, I want your calves to feel like they're going to explode, all right? But for this exercise, it doesn't really matter how deep you go. What's most important is the top part right here, because this is where the contraction occurs. However, this doesn't mean ignore the negative. Still control the weight on the way down and just make sure you hold the contraction at the top of every rep for a second or two. Also, be sure to keep the rest period short. This entire method of training is about obtaining and maintaining a massive pump. So 45 to 60 seconds max rest between sets. For exercise number 2, we're gonna hit the standing barbell calf raise. 3 sets of 2 to 3 reps with a 20-second hold at the bottom of each repetition. Now for this exercise, you can use a squat rack or a Smith machine. All that really matters is that you can load up a lot of weight and stand on a platform that allows your heels to dip below your toes. So once you're set up, what you're gonna do is unrack the weight and then descend with a slow negative and then hold that massive stretch in your calves at the bottom for 20 seconds. And when I say massive stretch, I mean I want your calves to be burning from how stretched they are, guys. It should go without saying that the fascia in your calves is much tougher than in the rest of your body, for the simple reason that we use our legs to pretty much do anything and everything, right? So really fight through the pain and focus on the stretch. The more blood in the calves, the better, and I bet for a lot of you this is going to be an entire new experience. But still keep those rest periods short, about 45 to 60 seconds, and if you need to lower the weight between sets, do it. Now, I do have a bonus tip for you guys as well. If your calves are really tight, I want you to spend some time foam rolling them before you get started, and it's really easy to do. Just sit on the floor and spend some time rolling out each leg from ankle to kneecap, but not just in a straight line. Try rotating your leg from left to right as you move the roller up and down your leg, and if you're doing it right, it should hurt a little bit. You don't have to kill yourselves with this. Just spend about 10 to 12 minutes going back and forth between each leg to help loosen up your calves, especially if you're doing this workout 2 to 3 times a week, because they're going to most likely get really tight. So that about wraps up this video, guys, and remember, this technique isn't promising inches of growth in 7 days, but we will be able to start to stretch the fascia and increase your mind-muscle connection, which will lead to more growth over time. As for how many times a week you can do this, I would stick to about 2 to 3 times max over the course of the next 4 to 6 weeks. Then you probably want to deload or detrain so your calves can fully recover from the added training that you're doing with this program. Again, guys, dropping those comments and likes helps with the YouTube algorithm, so don't forget to do that on your way out. And if you missed the first video in this series on biceps, you can check it out right here. I also recommend that you switch to a 5-day split if you really want to take advantage of this training technique as well. In fact, what you really should be doing is switching to my 5-day split. It's way more intense than 99% of the programs out there, and you can easily slide in these fascia stretch training workouts into the weekly layout. So check it out right here, and as always, more good stuff coming soon. See you guys.